Welcome back everyone. This is Wyckoff Labs and today we are going over another chart that a viewer sent us. This is Apple, 1 hour, and we are gonna go over a beautiful trade that happened and see what happened, how to improve it, and why we could do better than that. I will see you after the intro and we will get into it.
Studied the tape till my eyes went red. Every loser taught me, every win kept me fed.
Alright, here we go. And before we get started, if you want to send me one of your trades, send me a screenshot like this from any platform you have, add the email on the screen, and add some notes. The viewer here forgot to send me some notes about the reasoning, and it will be a little bit hard to understand what happened through her mind, but we will try to analyze and understand what she tried to do here. All right, let's see. Let's go over the chart, and then we're gonna go over the trade itself and what happened and if she could have done better. We have a possible trading range right here that we don't see the whole trading range, but let's analyze. We have a little push down, a small trading range, a reaction into this bigger resistance. We don't know how deep it's gonna go, but that feels like a resistance. Very aggressive push down, similar as the previous one, another trading range and another push up. This push up feels weaker than this other one and exhausts at the selling zone at the resistance. Good. This is more extended as well, so a little bit of weakness, but nothing too strong for now. Good. Then we had this push down here that it feels weaker than this other one. It's not as strong. We are looking at the volume. This was on some news, and that's probably why it was so strong. And this one was probably just because of the point of sale. Good. After this push down and this one, so this is more aggressive, but it's less time stopping at this level. This is less aggressive, it takes much longer, and it stops a little bit higher. So in this case, right here, it's very possible that this should actually be a trade long because of these signs here. But what happened after? This is the best rally that happened since, let's see, since here. Okay, we are seeing this rally on this volume and this rally on this volume. That's interesting. Couple of things. One, the rally itself has some weakness in it. Two, this is exhausted. In other words, not a lot of demand, not a lot of supply either, and it just been climbing because nobody was there. In exchange here, we see some push down, and this demand does not have a lot of power, just the opposite, it exhausts. And it exhausts where? At this level, selling zone. Good. From there, we have another push down, and basically this is showing to us that there are no sellers, no buyers here. We push very aggressively down, much more aggressive. Just look at this, much more aggressive than this. Good. We go where? Into a stopping action, into a trading range right here that is similar to these two. Good. So what do we expect after that trading range? A push up. Now this push up shows nothing comparison to the other ones. It's much weaker. And it stops at selling zone. For now, we already have an idea of what is happening, but nothing very strong yet. We should go up we are not going, we are close to the support, and still not a lot of buyers here. But what gives us more insight is this bar right here, where we push down much more aggressive. This is probably a copy of this. And then when we try, we have this bar that actually shows us a lot of selling and not a lot of power towards up. Good. We exhaust here, so nothing really so strong as this other one. And then we have these two tiny bars after this ease of movement. And this was the entry point. That is a textbook entry point. That was a beautiful entry point. And we can see what happened next. Drop like was hot. Beautiful. Good. Stop loss. Alright, probably above this level. Give a little bit of breathe. Maybe above this important level. Excuse me. Above this important level. And just test it out. Let's talk about what happened after that. So it crashed through the support. Immediately, very strong. Some stopping action here. This was probably early morning. No, this is just daily, so it's probably hourly bar. Yeah, so it was just a couple days here. Okay. Stopping action that was not really capable of. I'm seeing this demand very similar to this other demand, and we are just dropping again. Good. Nothing to change there. Now, what I see is that the exit point was right here. Let's talk about that. The entry point was perfect. The exit point was after a huge push down, another push down on probably halfway through. Let's see, volume to stop action, not succeeded. And then, which one is this one? This one is probably this one. So the same volume right here, stopping action, tried to go above and back down. Now, we are seeing clearly that this is stronger than this. Okay, interesting. Will you get out there? Well, seeing this push down very aggressive, you have a feeling that at least one more push down will happen, and she waited. Good. And then she probably got scared into this push up, and then probably just retest and said, all right, I'm done. Exhaustion of the volume. Interesting. But what we see after the fact is that it's still pushed down. How can we improve that exit to come and to make this extra from the 90 into the 70s, another $20? How can we see that? Let's see. After this push up, that was better than this other one, we are seeing 3 bars there at that level. Here, not really. This keeps dropping. So that means that there is some weakness still pushing down. Then we are seeing this demand already out of the trade, but we are seeing this demand that is very high, similar level to this other one, but nothing really there. And that's why demand is still not powerful. Now, supply right next to it, this one feels like a little bit of exhaustion because it stays at this level right here. It is scary. And then we have the volume. Good. That volume, together with the next one, show that there could be a rally. The rally didn't just happen in the next push because of the background. Push, push, and push. Plus the weakness in the middle comparing to this other one. But it did happen after touching this important level. Look at this stopping action right here. this stopping action pushed the price all the way up above her exit, and it just dropped down because a lot of sellers were still waiting here. Good. Now, as a stopping action, after that should be probably a phase A, or if this could be a preliminary support. But you are already looking into getting out because you are pretty close to stop, maybe a trading range or directly change of behavior. And then we had this automatic rally as a change of behavior here into this level. Now, if you stayed through this couple of bars and into this rally, you are seeing what? You are seeing that you stopped right here below this. And when that happened, you know that another test should happen. And you just made yourself from 90 into, let's say 75 if you want to get out completely here. But then we can go a little bit deeper, and then we are seeing strength here, and then we are dropping a little bit higher, lower, and then we are seeing exhaustion here before we get out. So another 20 bucks you could have made there if you will not get out here this level. Overall, an amazing trade. The entry point is textbook. The exit, work on depending on what is coming. Look at that and don't be emotional just because you made 30 bucks. Wait for it. There are signs of change of behavior, and then you still have a very possible secondary test. If you do those, you're good. All right, let's go over the evaluations. We have bias. Bias is 100%. It went down very clearly. I'm not spending more time on that. Timing. Who will see that entry point right there? 100%. Amazing trade. Beautiful. Character. I mean, whatever you expected here, probably not even such a strength. It was just perfect. So 100%. Point of entry, same as timing. Perfect. 100%. Stop loss. We said above this level, above this resistance, into or give a little bit breather into this. Beautiful. 100%. And the exit, I will give you a 50% because again we lost the exhaustion here, that there were still another $20 to $30, but I see your point of why you exited here with the fear that this was tiny comparing to the explosion before and everything could just turn against you. So overall, amazing job. After that evaluation, this gives us a total of 92%. This was almost the textbook of a trade. Beautiful trade, Alvina. Amazing analysis. Just keep going. And it's just beautiful. This is probably the best trade that we had here until now. So keep it up and send us more of your charts. And for everyone who wants to send me their trades so I can analyze them, send it into the email that is in the screen right now, and I will analyze it in the next video. Thank you guys, and I will see you next week.